Hey, there we are. Hello, and thanks for joining us for another episode of Garden City Community Chat. We hope you are all safe and doing well. Tonight we have another good one for you. We are pleased to have with us Gayle Nicholson. She is a candidate for the Wayne-Westland School Board. She is also the current vice president of the Westland Library Board. And she'll be here shortly to share with us why she decided to run at this time for the school board position and what's new at the Westland Library and much more. So if you have any questions or comments.
Big contributor to the marketplace. She does all the layout and stuff. Yeah.
Does a lot of stuff. So if you have any questions or comments that you'd like answered or addressed, have them ready and we will pass them along to Gayle for you. But first up will be Dr. Tom with the latest weather forecast for us. I must say we are getting closer to turning on the old furnace pretty soon.
Oh, ours has been on for a week and a half.
Really? Yeah, I'm still fighting it. I don't want to put it on yet, but probably this weekend. So we'll see if there's any chance of a warm front coming our way with Tom.
Sure.
Mike has
March, April. Yeah.
Mike has a few community announcements, and I'll once again have the latest COVID numbers for you. So we have a lot to get to tonight. And as I said, if you have any questions or comments for our guest, be sure to type them in the comment section. If you're watching us live on Facebook, or you can text them to 734-788-9319. And we'll be happy to get those answered for you. So grab your favorite beverage on this cool evening here in Garden City, Michigan, and join us for the next hour or so. Should be a good one. This is episode number 499.
Getting close.
It is another new month. Can you believe it? October 1st, 2020 today. I am your host, Kerry, and also joining me tonight, our favorite weather guy, Dr. Tom Iwinski. How you doing, Tom?
Good. I can't believe it's October, but it's definitely feeling like it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Hey, also longtime resident, former city councilman, you may have heard him a little earlier there, Mike Jones. How are you, Mike?
I'm outstanding, Kerry, but I'm getting better. Thank you.
That's good. As long as you're getting better every week.
Every week, every day.
Hey, every week we want to give a shout out to all of our listeners in the surrounding communities who tune in every Thursday night. We want you to know your support is greatly appreciated. Without you, we wouldn't be celebrating 10 years and almost 500 episodes. So please continue to watch, share, and listen. And remember, if your community has any events or announcements coming up or canceled due to COVID-19, what should they do, Mike?
They should email us, and we'd be glad to publicize them for them.
Exactly. Just send the details to us in an email at gccommunitychat@gmail.com or contact us through our website at gccommunitychat.com. And we'll be more than happy to get those out for your pleasure. And speaking of 500 episodes, next Thursday is the night.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be celebrating our 500th show on October 8th at 8 p.m. We'll have several special guests stopping by remotely to say hi. So be sure to tune in October 8th on Facebook at facebook.com/GCChat. It's going to be a special night for sure. All right, let's get Tom in here now with the latest check of the weather. And then we're going to spend some time chatting with Gayle Nicholson, candidate for Wayne-Westland School Board. Stand by.
See, Don's decided not to work on the Model T tonight. It's too cold in the garage.
Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away. All right, Tom, what you got for us? Kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely been a comfortable week. You could also tell that the leaves are really starting to change down here all across the region. The leaves are really starting to change with those cooler nights out there. And I don't know if tonight's going to be the night, Kerry, that you turn on your heat, but it's definitely going to be close.
I got to hold out till tomorrow at least.
Definitely going to be on the chilly, dare I say, cold side tonight. We're going to be in the upper 30s for overnight lows.
My wife's wearing 3 layers. We have to have the heat on.
Yeah, we have.
Cheryl's about there.
But you guys are tough over there on that neck of the woods. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this week has definitely been comfortable. I mean, temperatures have been much more milder than they have been the last few weeks. And we've definitely seen some rain as well, which was nice to see at times. And like I said, tonight is definitely going to be another cold night after this front moves through, and temperatures are going to drop into the upper 30s for overnight lows, and the clouds and the rain showers are definitely going to start to diminish and move out during the overnight hours. And as we get into tomorrow, it's definitely going to be another cooler day out there. Temperatures aren't going to get out of the 50s for high temperatures.
Wow.
It's probably going to get to the mid 50s for high temperatures, and then the lows again are going to be in the upper 30s. And as we get into the weekend, we're definitely going to see a cool weekend out there. Temperatures again are going to be in probably around the mid 50s for high temperatures, and then lows aren't going to be too cold. They're going to be probably in the lower 40s. So we're not going to see any more colder temperatures in the foreseeable future for overnight lows besides tonight, because we're definitely going to see a little bit of change in the weather pattern. So as we get into next week, we're definitely going to see things change up a little bit. But before that, like I said, over the weekend, Saturday looks dry, but Sunday does look like, again, it's going to be on the rainy side. So on and off rain on Sunday. And as we get into next week, definitely going to be a dry week. I don't see many obstacles in our way besides some on and off rain on Sunday. Definitely going to be a little bit milder. Temperatures are going to bounce back a little bit, probably into the low to mid 60s for high temperatures. So that's going to be great. And then the following weekend, not this weekend, but the next weekend, we're going to be making the run back into the lower 70s for high temperatures. So that's going to be
wow. Break
nice
out the shorts.
Yeah, nice little bump up in the temperature department. It's definitely going to be nice. Definitely going to be outdoor weather because it's going to be the weekend as well. So checking everything off on the boxes here and there, because we're definitely we're going to deal with some cool temperatures. We're going to again deal with some warmer temperatures. We're going to see a little bit of rain. So these last few weeks have been checking everything off on the box for everyone. So hopefully everyone's getting everything that they want, because
pleasing everybody.
It's definitely could be much worse.
Right.
And we know it could be much worse.
Yes.
And will be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But other than that, that's our weather. Expanding outward and talking about some other weather, it's fairly quiet across the country. Besides the wildfire risk and the ongoing wildfires across the West, it's been staying fairly warm out there and fairly dry out there. And the threat's still ongoing, and it's going to probably be ongoing throughout the whole fall season, because now we're getting into the season of the Santa Ana winds, which is basically a prevailing dry wind that comes off the Santa Ana mountains, and definitely is going to be causing the threat of wildfires to continue as we get into the next few months. So we'll definitely keep our eyes on that. So that's continuing out there and will continue. The hurricane season has been fairly quiet, so that's some great news. We're still watching a couple systems out there, but they're well out to sea, so that's some good news. But it's still hurricane season, so you can't let your guard down, because one could spin up and intensify fairly quickly, and we're keeping an eye on a couple right now. And like I said, it's been fairly dry and hot, and wildfire risk across the West. The Midwest and the Great Lakes is dealing with the cold weather with a little trough. That's what's touching us. It's fairly quiet other than that across the weather department. So some kind of a relaxed period. So we'll take it. But if you want to keep to all my local weather information, just go to my website, DopplerTomsWeather.com, and it will keep you updated on our fall weather. So enjoy it.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Adam Lawrence talked to his dad from California. Says 105 today.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Triple digits out there. What, in Phoenix too, I think, Arizona. Jeez, oh, Pete, it's crazy. Hey, let's give a shout out to a few people in there watching tonight. Well, we have quite a few in there, but they're not all in the chat room. We got Nora Fix in there, Tina Wing, Patty Fix. Hi, Patty. Happy birthday month, Patty, to you. Don Nicholson's in there. He says he's out in the garage working on the Model T with no heat, but a warm dog.
He's out of the garage.
I'm out in the garage, it says.
You're right. Out in the garage.
You had your cataract surgery, right?
On the left eye.
Okay.
I get the right eye next week.
All right. So you can see okay, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just a quick reminder, if you don't know by now, our show streams live every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. So we hope that you'll set aside some time to join us. And be sure to invite your friends to join in as well. You can do it one of those watch parties that they have on Facebook. Those are pretty cool. And invite your friends. Also, if you go to our Facebook page, be sure to like it, and you'll be reminded whenever our show is streaming live. And while you're there, feel free to leave us a review. We would really appreciate it. Let us know how we're doing and what you might want to be able to see, and we'll see what we can do for you. You can also get more information and contact us as well by visiting our website at gccommunitychat.com. All right, let's introduce our guest for tonight. She does graphic and website design, also an assistant event coordinator for Don Nicholson Enterprises, currently vice president of the Westland Wayne Library Board, and now a candidate for the Wayne-Westland School Board. Please welcome Gayle Nicholson to the show. Gayle, how you doing? How are you?
Gayle,
You hear me?
calling Gayle.
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Good evening to you. I hope you're all well.
Yes, I hope
Hope
you're
you're
doing
hearing me
well.
okay. Do a test.
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay.
You hear me?
I
Okay.
am.
Thanks for being
I'm
here
hearing
tonight.
Dr. Tom talk about those 105s. That's part of why I moved back to Michigan
Yeah, you were out that way, weren't you?
for about 21 years. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hey, the first thing I always ask our guests is the family and everyone's doing well in these unprecedented times right now. You're doing good?
Yep. We have as he was reading about the comments, we have a new addition to the our
Uh-oh.
Yep.
You froze up a little
our
bit.
new dog, adopted
Yeah.
dog Cruiser.
Ooh,
Cruiser, yep. How's Cruiser doing? Cruiser doing okay? All right. I don't know. You're freezing up a little bit. All right. Well, let's get to the election.
We've been having
coming up. Yeah, I hear you. Let's get to the election coming up
Okay.
November 3rd. What was the deciding factor that made you want to run for school board?
Well, honestly, it's something I've been thinking about for probably about 4 years now.
Okay.
Just because thinking of my background, which was initially, I got my degree in education and
Right.
then worked as a substitute teacher. Unfortunately, I got my degree right when they were laying off teachers massively around Michigan.
Oh, wow.
So I ended up out west to get employment.
Mm-hmm.
Can you still hear? Looks like you guys are frozen. Or maybe just me.
No, it's you. We're good. Actually, you're freezing up a little bit. You hear me?
I'm wondering if I should change from the internet to my hotspot or something for the phone.
Yeah, maybe. Might be better. You want to do that?
Hang on, let me try something here.
Okay.
You guys talk amongst yourselves. You talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back here.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
You know,
So how was the surgery? Went okay? Cataract?
cataract surgery went well. I also had hand surgery on my trigger finger this week.
Oh, no.
So
What was wrong with that?
that trigger finger, if I tried to bend that finger all the way in, it would freeze up and it'd be very painful
Oh, wow.
to re-extend it.
Wow.
That's the
Unbelievable.
third time I've had a trigger finger in the last, I don't know,
Wow.
20 years. Well, I don't know how her sound is working, but we lost her picture.
Yeah, I think she's going to try and switch over. So
Yeah.
hang in there, folks. We'll get there.
Wanted to ask her if the Wayne-Westland School Board is as contentious as the city council.
Oh, yeah. I'll let you ask her that. I do want to give a shout out. You may have noticed that we have some new shirts that we had printed here. Here's the front right here, and next week we'll show you the back. We had a few of those printed up, and I have to give a shout out to Ink Corporate Graphics. They're a local business here in Garden City. They do screen printing and embroidery. They're located at 6841 Middlebelt Road, and they do custom apparel designs, over 30 years experience. And you can give them a call at 734-261-4657. Ask for Sharon and tell them Carrie from GC.
Everything else is working fine.
Okay.
All
I went to
right.
My hotspot. So
Okay. All right, Gayle, you back? Yeah,
Yes.
you're good.
Okay, and we're working off my iPhone hotspot here, so
Okay.
hopefully that'll be a little more. We have been having some major problems with our internet at the house,
Oh,
so
okay.
this surprises
That
me not
happens.
one bit.
Yeah, that happens. All right. So your qualifications you were going over and why you decided to run it this time.
Well, it was again it's something I've been thinking about for a number of years.
Hmm.
Just sort of felt like this time felt a little more right for some reason. I saw 3 women going off the board, and I thought, and that would leave. I think we need to replace them with 3 women, personally. But
Okay.
Because that-
Ginsburg's thing. The right number would be 7.
Yeah.
well, we have 4 men right that are not up for election. One woman up for Melanie Hines is also up for re-election. So
Okay.
But-
So there's how many seats and how many running?
I think we've got 9 that are running and 3 seats available.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Last time it was slam dunk because we had 2 people running in 2 seats.
Oh, wow. Wow. So how's your feelings on the way the school was opened during COVID? Are they open remotely or are they in person or what?
Remotely.
Right now
On
they're
remote?
remote. Right now they are remote. They had we have a brand new superintendent who walked into the job in the
Right.
middle of all this. I
Oh,
don't.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Don't envy him.
I know. I talked to him like 2 days after he just first started, and I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
please don't go run screaming from the area."
Right.
But he
Yeah.
didn't, and he's been a trooper, and he came up with multiple plans that would depend on different kinds of data that we might get or decisions that might be made. And the one that seemed to work now is the all remote.
Mhm.
Obviously, that is probably not the ideal for many people. It's difficult for parents who have jobs they have to get to. They have to figure out what they're going to, how are their kids going to manage it? Can they get to their job while their kids are home?
Yeah.
Um,
Right. Exactly.
It's,
Stuff.
Yeah.
and-
A lot of stuff.
but it's also, looking at the numbers they were, and the readiness of things, it just didn't seem prudent. And I'm actually, this may be unpopular, but I'm quite happy about that because I am one, again, coming from a science teaching background.
Mhm.
I tend to want to
Amen.
follow the numbers.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Mike
I
does
don't
as
I
well.
don't like to risk people, and I don't like to risk the teachers or the staff
Mhm.
and the parents that the kids might go home to. And it's just such a cascade of dominoes that can happen when you
Right. Yep.
start dealing with that. So
So
and it's
you-
going to get constantly reevaluated, and at some point, perhaps other decisions will be made.
Right. So you totally agree with the remote decision then?
For now.
Absolutely. No.
I do, and I'm sorry it's difficult for some people, but
Yeah.
it's what's
Yeah.
going to have to work for us for now.
Right. Right. You got to, the safety of the kids and the staff, too. So, all right. So if elected, what would your main agenda be and what are some of the issues that you'd like to see addressed?
Okay. Well, going in initially, and this, I would tend to first go in with the object of doing a lot of listening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have I have things I like to do, but I also
Mhm.
want to listen to, of course, attending meetings, the virtual meetings, and kind of sitting and listening to what's going on, so I'm informed.
Sure.
But some of the things that I want to see is I want to increase partnerships with the schools, with perhaps the business community, because although I was a teacher for many years, when I got back to Michigan, I ended up back in the business community, learned customer service, marketing, and now I've been working on event promotion and graphic
Mhm.
design. I'm self-taught in HTML and CSS.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's cool.
And now I'm probably, a little out of date on that, but I can,
You get
if I
by.
learn it once, I can learn it again as needed. And of course, now
Exactly.
when I originally, learned it was coding was all you could do. And now they got some wonderful software, so you don't even have to work that hard. So, although
Yeah.
it helps to know how it works, because otherwise you get into trouble.
Right.
So So coming as a science teacher, I would like to see, of course, I'm going to always be rooting for the science programs.
Mm-hmm.
But what many people don't know is I have, as primarily as a hobbyist, is I'm a huge theater music person.
Right,
you
right.
know.
Yeah.
I got in trouble with my parents in high school because I dropped algebra 2 to keep in choir, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Like,
we worked it out. You know, I did eventually get the algebra 2. I did take it.
yeah, I
It's
know
not-
you like, I know you like karaoke. I know you like singing. I know you like acting. You've done a lot of acting. You've also done some marathons, right? Some running.
Never done a marathon, and I do a lot of the 5Ks, 10Ks. I've done the
5Ks.
10-mile crim.
Right.
I love the Light Fest. They have previous years they've done that, an 8K walk through the lights here in Hines Park. That is just a lot of fun to do, although it can be very cold because it is right around just before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But a lot of times that started as a way of hanging out with friends. Those who, and I know you have posted my election website. There's a picture up there that might look a little strange to people, but it is me with my daughters, my son-in-law, and 2 of my best friends in the whole wide world.
Here we go. I got it up right there.
Yeah.
There you
That
go.
was doing the Martian 10K in, I believe that was 2015.
Okay.
It was a wonderful event where my 2 daughters, which are, let's see, they're the ones in the sunglasses, actually, is the way as I look at
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
But they
Right.
were flown out by others as a surprise to me,
Wow.
you know, and we did the event together.
Very
and
cool.
I like to remind that's also a picture of my granddaughter, but she's under that to the far right. She's under that little bulge there.
Oh, okay.
So my oldest daughter did the 10K while 2 months pregnant. So
Yeah. Kelly Kerwin, Councilwoman, Garden City Councilwoman, Mayor Pro Tem Kelly Kerwin has a question or a statement. With everything else opening up, parents back to work, kids back to sports, and other districts going back, you still feel the schools should be remote?
at this moment, yes, but I know the current board is looking at some potential dates to start perhaps a hybrid version where you'd be
Right.
that was one of the options that was proposed, where you'd have people coming certain days. There'd be a day off for cleaning, and then 2 other days where another group would be coming. So that would end up being partially remote, partially within.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the board is going to be looking at that they're going to be looking at it during October to see if we are ready to do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So as I said, it's always going to have to be constantly evaluated.
Right.
So
And she says, just for the record, she's not being sparky, just trying to understand. That's all.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah. Well, and I learned last night that Livonia is looking at going back to a more of an in-school version coming up.
Wow.
But I
Okay.
understand there are obviously, some people happy and there are some people nervous. I'm not sure you can ever make everybody happy, but
Right.
that's
Exactly.
the shame of life, I guess.
Right. Right. Sparky, snarky, not Sparky. Okay. Jerry Thorne from Party Animal Travels watching. They're all watching us from Atlantic City.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How many
Thanks.
drinks in are you?
Hey, I was over at Party Animal today.
Yeah.
Bought my tickets for the bingo,
Oh, the drag queen.
drag
bingo.
queen bingo.
Okay.
Oh my, that's going to be outstanding.
Also, Kathy Ward is in there. Want to shout out to Kathy Ward. Your husband has listed all of your endorsements, which are quite impressive.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put them up on the screen for you, including State Representative Kevin Coleman, Jewel Jones, also Mayor Wild of Westland.
Mhm.
Lots of big names there. James Galbout, James Hart, Councilman. Very nice. Very nice.
A lot of good people, actually.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. With parents being home now with their kids, they're more engaged now and more involved. But how do you get the parents more engaged and involved with the schools and their kids? Because all the time I hear whenever there's a special event for the kids, it's the same old parents that volunteer all the time. And I know it was like that when our kids were in school. It seemed like the same parents all the time. How do you get them more engaged other than they are right now, because they have to be?
That is difficult because, of course, when my girls were in, I didn't know how to not be engaged. You know?
Right.
I was known because when they were in, they were initially in a little church school, St. Edward's School, and I went in and I told Sister Josefa that, okay, I will come in, I will play piano for Mass once a week. I will work with the kids in teaching them music. We will do 2 programs a year, but you will not ask me to do bake sales. And she agreed. She agreed.
Well, I mean,
but see, I didn't know, that was something I knew I could, that was a better use of my skills for that, and of course, this was being a private school, it was much easier to get the parents involved because they, being small, I think we had 180 kids in the whole school going from kindergarten through 6th grade.
Right.
So,
and I mean, when both our kids were in school, we both worked, and we always made an effort to always be to their events, parent-teacher conferences. Cheryl did more so than I did because I worked nights, but it's not an excuse to say, well, we're both working, we don't have time. You always have to make time.
I was very fortunate in that at the time I was working as an adjunct faculty member at New Mexico State University doing geology, earth science, but it was that made it a flexible schedule. So I was very lucky that way to have that opportunity. Not all the parents did. So that's all. You're right. That is often a big challenge. We have a society now that insists financially you just about have to have 2 incomes.
Yeah.
Sometimes just to survive.
Yep.
So,
I get it, but you gotta.
One of the things, and I'm going to call out Don Nicholson on this because I learned this a little bit from him, although it made sense, and I think we did this quite a bit when I was working booster clubs and things as the girls got older. Is you've got to you get your core people, but you've got to make it fun.
Yes.
You got to you got to do the job, but you've got to first off not sit there and complain about the people who aren't there. They have their reasons. But one of the things he says he learned is that if they all were working on an event for the school to put on at the school, and they all looked like they were having fun, suddenly everybody else, hey, why are they having fun? And I'm they're having fun with my kids, and why aren't I?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, almost shame them into it, huh?
Well, it's more. I more liken it to the Tom Sawyer whitewashing the fence thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because it's so much fun. I want to do that, and so let me do it too.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But I used to be what they call. Let's see, in high school, my girls got into also got into theater. Surprise.
Oh.
And
okay.
so I ended up being what we called ourselves the drama mamas because we, we're the ones doing the refreshments, helping out backstage, helping, although we tried to help with costumes, but some of those high school students were stubborn and they wanted to do it themselves.
Yeah. Don, he says the 3 other school districts did started, and the schools now have to be closed. So.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Kelly
that
Kerwin,
means those people have spread things then.
Kelly Kerwin, she says she believes Livonia is going back October 5th.
I think that's what I thought I heard too last night. It was one of the other people running for school board is also a Livonia teacher.
Okay.
And, she says she's excited but nervous.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet.
But
yeah. Don says, and you do make great cookies though.
Okay.
And Kathy Ward says, and meat sauce.
Well, that I would never argue with because my maiden name was Napolitano, and it just sort of.
Yeah.
Although I did learn from my mother, who was not Italian, but
it's in the genes.
So let's move on to the library now. You are the current vice president on the library board. You've been on the board how long now?
Since summer of 2017.
Okay. And that's an elected position too, correct?
It is not. That one is
Oh,
appointed.
appointed.
Yes,
Okay.
that was appointed.
And I mean, are you there for until you quit, or how's that work?
I do have an expiration date where they evaluate, and that sounds like that makes it sound like I'm a soup can, but there is I think I'm somewhere in 2021, and I think then they, at that point, evaluate. They made since they at that time that we started, we brought all 5 people in, were brand new,
Okay.
but they chose staggered times when they'd have to get reevaluated as
Right.
as to staying on, so that
Right.
you're not always going to having a brand new board all the time.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
that you can keep some institutional knowledge.
So I know you wanted to mention a few things that are happening. What exciting things are happening at the library? I mean, it's been tough for the libraries too during this.
Oh yeah, we are not fully open, although we have opened the front doors for access for picking up books. That is, you would put a call or internet based, put a hold on a book, and the librarians will get it for you and
Okay.
have it ready for you so that you can come pick it up. There is computer access. Two of the rooms up to the front that are usually for events or programs that they're doing have been dedicated to having computer access, so you can come in, and if that's your need for at the library, you can come work on the computers for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They're limiting to the number of people in the facility. We're not letting people into the regular stacks yet. They recently increased the Saturday hours to 12 to 5, and I have everybody go to westlandlibrary.org so that you can confirm that my memory is not failing me on that.
Westland
But-
has an excellent library.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
beauty. Yeah.
But we've recently, as of September 8th, we became a little bit more like Garden City in that we have also gone fine free. So
Okay. Kelly Kerwin says she has to go, and she says good luck.
thank you, Kelly.
Yep. Appreciate that. Mrs. Chat's in there as well. Hello. How are you? Now,
I had one more thing I mentioned, one for the library. Another thing that we've added
go
in
ahead.
the last, I think this was also in later part of August or perhaps early September, but we now have a number of what's called Wi-Fi hotspots that you can check out like you check out a book.
oh, cool.
So you would take it, be able to take it home and use it. You don't have it as long as you'd have a book. I think it's like a week rental, but you would, say you didn't have internet service, you could check one of those out and use it for access. And I'm real excited about that. I think that was a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Mike has a few announcements about our library. They're going to be adding a few more things. Like you had mentioned, the computers, limited use of computers and stuff like that. So
I also had a question for her that
yeah.
we discussed when she was off air and switching.
Yeah.
Is the Westland School Board meetings as contentious as the city council meetings are?
Oh, good question.
No.
They're more collegial?
Not anymore.
Yes, not anymore.
They used to be.
Yeah, that's kind of how we ended up with 5 new people at one time.
Yeah.
No, we have a great bunch.
Good.
We have a great bunch. Now we have we have 4 of the initial of 5 that came in. We sadly lost one of ours, Julie La Liberté, last winter. She had a heart attack or a heart problem, and she passed away.
Oh.
She's been replaced by Jen Koroleski, who's with Restoration Referee, and she's been a great addition.
Mm-hmm.
She's so excited to be on there, and she's so positive. And
That's good.
I can say this, and I don't care if they hear it. I love everybody who's on our board. They're just great people. They listen, they give their opinions, and I'm finding that we're, obviously not 100% in agreement on everything, but everything's been really quite, I don't know.
Oh,
I think it's great. I think it's a fabulous team.
awesome.
I think it's a
Well, that's
fabulous
good.
team. And that's the other thing I want to take that skill to the school board, because there's nothing better than working on a team that works
Right.
well.
When I was on the school board, my philosophy was these kids have one chance to get an education, and it's up to us to provide the greatest opportunity for them.
Mhm.
Because if they get through the school system and they haven't had a good education, there's no way to make that up.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That's true. And everybody, and the thing, I remember when I was teaching, because I did in the school, regular school teaching, I did everywhere since I was doing the music and that, everywhere from kindergarten to high school. And then when I got into the college, I got the great joy of teaching teachers
Yeah.
because I was teaching introductory geology, earth science. I was part of a team doing introductory astronomy. And these were not required classes for anybody, okay, let me describe this a second. New Mexico State University is a branch school program. They have the main branch in Las Cruces, New Mexico,
Okay.
and in places like Doñana, Carlsbad, Farmington, Grants, Alamogordo. They have branch campuses that are 2 years, like community college,
Okay.
but all your credits will transfer directly as if you went to Las Cruces to the main branch,
That's good.
that
which is
good.
for a Carlsbad was 4-hour drive away.
Yeah.
That saves students a lot of money.
Yeah, it does.
So they were getting your 2 years, your basic education courses out of the way, and then they'd go to the main branch to get their more specific classes. So
Mhm.
people taking geology from me were mostly people who needed a science credit.
Okay.
And what I learned very early on, that many of those people that needed a science credit was planning to go on to Las Cruces to get their teaching degree.
Wow.
So I took advantage of that.
Sure.
So I tailored a lot of the labs in my classes to see this is what you can later do with your students.
Right. Right.
So, and even the people who were just taking it, I had one student who was he was just taking it, not even to be a teacher, just as interest, but he came back about a year later and said, we went on vacation last summer, and my kids thought I was amazing because when they went to the national parks, he says, I knew what these things were. And he says, you made me look really good in front of my kids.
Really good. Hey, Mayor Wild from Westland is on there and says, good evening. The Wild family proudly supports Mrs. Nicholson's campaign for Wayne-Westland School Board.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
We appreciate that, Mayor Wild. Mark Mukovitz says, that's when my wife said she's supposed to go back. I believe that's Livonia, October 5th.
I think that's
Yeah, that's what yeah.
Also, Garden City Mayor Randy Walker has joined us. He says, hello, how are you?
Hello.
And Don wants me to ask you about the library director.
Oh. Well, he knows about it. This is a plant here, I guess.
Okay.
Mhm.
We've had a wonderful director that we've hired right after actually it ended up taking quite a while after we started, but we when the board started, we're on an interim director, Ishwar Lakshmanarayan.
Yeah, I could not pronounce his name. Yeah.
I did practice it, but but he is leaving us.
Oh, no.
For personal reasons.
Oh, too bad.
And matter of fact, I believe tomorrow is his last day.
Wow.
So we have a new interim director who will start just the day after that. But in this case, we have hired from within for that.
Okay.
And she will be helping us through the next few months. Probably more. Probably possibly as much as 6 months. We're not sure. We want to look at it after the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, she's got a lot of challenges now because she's going to be looking at how to figure out how we're doing the library openings.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. But
Well,
you do
that's
rely,
too bad.
there's state, information that comes through that can help make that decision, as to what would be a phase 1, a phase 2, phase 3. So
It's a lot of work.
that's always helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if people want to get a hold of you, the contact information is on the screen there. And you'd be more than happy to answer any of the questions, correct?
Certainly.
You're always transparent, I know. How about the lawn signs? You have any lawn signs left?
We do. And I've got a wonderful guy who loves to run around and put them up too.
I bet you do.
And he's in the garage with the new dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, if anybody wants a lawn sign, make sure you give Gayle a call at 734-560-3381. Or you can email her at gayle@donnicholson.net. And she's on Facebook at facebook.com/Gayle Nicholson 4 Wayne-Westland School Board. Right?
Right. And
Sounds good.
I would be happy to bring them too, but we are right now down to one car. So we have to
Oh yeah.
delegate.
Right. Yeah, you do what you can do. That's all.
If you haven't seen the Cruisin' Heinz van around, that's because it's getting worked on. So
Yeah,
Mm.
that's another thing. You do a lot of events, I know, with Don, and
Mhm.
boy, a lot of them were canceled. Weren't they? It's
yes,
been terrible.
yes. I think we were only able to do the All American Wayne Road Cruise,
Mm,
and that was actually somewhat of a test case for us to see how well people would do social distancing in an event like that. And
Mhm.
our observations were that they didn't do very well.
okay.
So after that, we kind of decided that let's again err on the side of caution, because I don't want to err on the side of making anybody sick.
Right. Exactly.
Saw Don Nicholson today at the grand opening for the new flower shop.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Yeah. Cool.
Well, I also wanted to mention in terms of the libraries that right after the new superintendent started, I did make a point of talking to him, and we've been already talking about doing, whether I get elected or not, we're going to be looking at some new partnership type programs between the schools. 'Cause if you think about it, that seems like an obvious thing,
Right.
to have schools and libraries working together and sharing resources and helping each
Exactly.
other out.
Yeah.
We'd find that, kids start out when they're going to the library with, they start for the preschool stories and the baby time stories, and then they go into school and you don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
And we want to change that,
Yeah. That's
because
awesome.
there's so much more they can be doing.
Oh, absolutely. Pastor Jonathan Combs from Garden City First United Methodist Church is in there. How you doing, Pastor? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that.
Hello. I can't see him. It's too bad we can't see everybody. You just
Right. So look, did you cover everything you wanted to cover?
I think so, unless anybody else has questions. I just wanted to.
Yeah, no questions. Michael Landau's in there, Councilman Landau. He says he supports
Hi, Mike.
Gayle too.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. He's always been helpful, even before I was doing this. He's just always willing to give a hand, and I see him at so many different events. He's just really,
Yeah.
You
He's all
talk
over
about
the place.
transparent. He's around invisible a lot. You see.
I got to get him back on the show too, Mike. You need to come back on the show too.
Yes, Mike.
It's been a little while. Yeah, he's a good guy. Well, you got a lot of great endorsements, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Really
Impressive.
good.
Well, and if anybody's interested in more information about, my background, on that website that Carrie has posted,
Yeah.
I've also, in the corner, there's a learn more button that shows my full resume.
Yes.
A lot of people were surprised that, because I was primarily known as Don's wife. And
Hey, you are Gayle Nicholson.
yeah, you bet. So, but they
He's
did,
Gayle's husband.
Yeah. Gayle's husband. There you go.
no, it's just that I tend to, people say I'm quiet, but sometimes I'm just listening.
Yeah.
I always say that, you've got two ears and one mouth, and
Right.
God did that deliberately.
Yes.
or he'll be talking about something, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, he wants to do that. How can we do this? Figuring out the spreadsheets I need to start and the forms I need to create, and how can we make this happen?
Right. Exactly. Hey, Mike says he's ready to come on the show whenever we are. So yes, I will be in touch. Don says, yes, we need to see if Mike can get more views than me.
Oh,
Yeah, Don pretty much
the
holds the
gauntlet
record.
is thrown down.
Yeah, he's thrown down the gauntlet. Well, look, Gail, it's been a pleasure. Come back anytime to share any information you feel is important to our listeners and residents. All right.
Fabulous. Thank you.
You have a great night. Be safe, and good luck November 3rd.
Thank you very much.
Let
And
us
good
know
luck
how you
with your
make out.
special show next week. Congratulations on your 10 years and 500 shows.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been something. I'll tell you.
Yeah. All right.
You take care. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Gayle Nicholson running for Wayne-Westland School Board. A lot of good information there. She's very qualified, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You can't.
She's obviously impressed a wide variety of people with
Yes.
her qualifications.
Absolutely. Kathy Ward says, good luck, Gail. All right, let's move on to the COVID numbers. Unfortunately, I have to give those, but not too bad for Garden City, but for the state, we're running at 125,578 total cases. Total COVID deaths are 6,781. Daily confirmed cases is still up there, 891. It's still
Yeah.
up there.
That was down from yesterday, but that's still pretty high.
Right.
We need to get a lot lower than that before we can really get back to normal.
Exactly. And they're wanting to open up these schools and that, and I don't know, boy, I'd be nervous as hell too.
If I was a parent, I'd be nervous about sending my kid.
Yeah. I
and
mean,
having
I
my
get
kid,
it, but
and having my kid come home.
yeah. And it's like she said, it's like a dominoes effect. It just goes through the whole family. And then today, 19 deaths were registered. 11 of those deaths identified during a vital records review, which is just about every day now. All right, here are the numbers for Wayne County. Dearborn is still running the highest. They got 22 total confirmed cases today. Dearborn Heights had 5. They have 1,165 total. No deaths today and 76 total deaths. Garden City, 0 cases, 2 days in a row.
Good.
2 days in a row. Awesome. Keep it going, everybody. 310 total confirmed cases, 0 deaths, and we're still at 17 total deaths. Inkster had 0 cases today, 488 total, 0 deaths, 32 total deaths. And our friends in Westland, they had 5 cases today, 1,262 total. Oh, and unfortunately, they had 1 death today, and they are at 107 total deaths. So we had a total of 2 deaths in Wayne County and 87 total cases. So, yeah, we can do better. That's for sure. We need to do better, All right, Mike.
Simple.
Very simple. Mask up. There you go. Exactly. Are you ready to do some announcements? You got quite a few over there. I believe.
Yeah, we do. And I got a few from the new marketplace.
Yeah, I meant to mention the marketplace too. Gail also helps Don Nicholson with the marketplace. They do a great job, and we'll hold that up when Mike is done singing his intro here. All right, here we go, bud. You ready?
Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yes, that'll be the day
Okay, it's
when you
time for some
make me cry.
community
You say you're
announcements.
gonna
Let's get
leave.
Mike in here.
You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die.
All right. I swear you sound better every week. I don't know. I don't get it. You're singing in the shower more, aren't you?
No comment.
No comment. Faye, where are you, Faye? Let me ask her. All right, what you got, man?
Okay, we are here to help. Our home pantry, our home food pantry located at the Maplewood Community Centers, staff and volunteers are passionate about helping and empowering residents to live their best lives. Pantry serves Garden City residents and Garden City Public Schools students and their family. The pantry is by appointment only. Not a Garden City resident or GCPS family, emergency food bags, pre-made, are available during regular building hours at the Maplewood Community Center's information desk. Call 734-793-1857 to check for openings and to make an appointment to shop the pantry.
Mhm.
Okay. Garden City Public Library is asking you to donate your gently used books on Wednesdays from 12 to 5. Okay, Garden City Public Library. Last books on the lawn getaway is going to be October 5th. The library service updates. Limited computer use effective Monday, October 5th. We will be opening for computer use by appointment only.
Mhm.
Sessions will be in 30-minute blocks beginning on the hour. The available times are 12 to 12:30, 1 to 1:30, 2 to 2:30, 3 to 3:30, 4 to 4:30. Appointments can be made up to 1 day in advance
Yeah.
by stopping by or calling 734-793-1830. Masks and social distancing will be enforced. Computers will be sanitized by staff after each session for your safety. No staff assistance will be given. Must be self-sufficient to use the computers. One person per computer station, one session per day. Printing in cash only. Sessions will end on the half hour. Once the session is over, patrons must leave the library promptly. Minors requiring a ride should plan ahead. Public phone use is prohibited. Additional services coming soon. Google Chromebooks and Wi-Fi hotspots will be available to check out for 1 week.
Oh, wow.
Gail was just
Nice.
talking about those in Westland.
Yeah.
They are funded in part with a Library Service and Technology Act grant from the Institute of Museum and Library Services administered by the Library of Michigan. Keep watch on our website and social media for an announcement when they become available.
You didn't do Ford Road mini golf yet, did you?
I did not.
Okay. I have added information on that too
Okay.
when you get to it.
Garden City Community Shred Day, unfortunately, has been canceled for the fall 220.
Yeah.
That's when the mobile Secretary of State
Saw that
and
coming.
prescription drug disposal
One-stop
and
shop.
home pantry food donations were always available in addition to the
Yeah.
shredding.
Yeah.
Mammograph Mondays at Garden City Hospital. It's estimated that 1 in 8 women will get breast cancer in their lifetime. Wow.
Mm.
That's why regular screenings are important, especially if you have a family history of breast cancer
Yeah.
or you're over 50 years of age. Garden City Hospital Imaging has recently adopted new 3D digital AI mammograph for better diagnosis and fewer false positives,
Mhm.
fewer steps in the exam process, and improved comfort. Each Monday during the month of October, Garden City Hospital is offering walk-in mammograph appointments between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. The first 50 patients to come in will receive a gift. Wow. Doctor's script required for both walk-in and scheduled appointments.
Yeah, they have that special, what is that, state-of-the-art 3D?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
3D digital AI mammograph. Talk to your doctor today about getting your regular mammograph
We just
at
lost
Garden
your,
City Hospital.
we lost your pictures.
Yeah, it said signal was getting weak.
Oh.
Battery was getting weak.
Oh, maybe the battery.
Yeah. With advanced mammography. To schedule an appointment,
Okay, go ahead.
please call 734-458-4366.
Well, we can still hear you.
Okay. City of Garden City is issued a statement regarding Halloween to all Garden City residents. Many communities and residents are beginning to discuss Halloween trick-or-treating for 2020 due to COVID-19. Halloween is not a city-sanctioned event, but rather an organic, nationally recognized tradition. Other than announcing suggested hours, 5:30 to 8:30, and providing more police patrols, the city has no further involvement. The city has no legal authority or basis to cancel Halloween or restrict the free movement of its residents. If your household chooses not to participate, please turn off your porch lights so trick-or-treaters will know not to visit your home.
Mhm.
As the city does At all times, we remind you to exercise good judgment and be respectful to those around you while out with your trick-or-treaters.
Right.
Attention, due to the cancellation of the 2020 Garden City Santaland Parade, the 2021 parade will be identified as the 60th
Right.
Garden City Downtown Development Authority Santaland Parade.
Yep.
And will be held on Saturday, November 27th, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, the parade committee is asking anyone with photos or film of any of the parades from the 60s and 70s to post them on the Santaland Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Santaland Parade. Thank you for your understanding. Maplewood Community Center is now open, regular building hours. The building will be at 25% capacity to start, and not all offerings will be available at this time. Note, Dance Express, yoga, aerobics, and new room rentals will not resume until October, so they should be starting anytime now. If you have questions, please call 734-793-1857. The 1/2 mile walking path at our main city park is now open. Construction has been completed.
Yeah.
And the next city council meeting will be October 5th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers, 6000 Middle Belt Road. They urge all residents to attend and wear your masks.
Let me just mention a couple things here. Mike's battery took a dump, so you're not seeing him, but you're listening to him. Also, Garden City's very own Kevin Kramer says Garden City High School Cougar football is back, and it will be on Facebook, GCTV, and YouTube tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Fantastic.
Also, Don Nicholson wanted me to mention that if there are any businesses in Westland that would like PPE kits, Westland Chamber of Commerce is giving these kits away, and they do not need to be a chamber member. It also includes hand cleaner, gloves, and masks. So that's very nice.
Yeah.
Great job. All right.
Okay, I got the miniature golf one. Do you want me to just read it, or you want to do
No, go ahead. But I just wanted to mention that they're probably going to be closing October 18th or 25th, depending on the weather. That's from Barb and Bill today. So time's running out if you want to get your golf game in.
Yeah, they're located at 29060 Ford Road in Garden City.
Yep.
Take a midday break from the computer, play a round of mini golf. Lots of fun, and even helps with learning basic math skills. Call for hours, 734-425-9816. Regular price is $6 for 18 holes. Seniors 62 and older and kids under 5 are only $4 for 18 holes. Second round at the same time is $3. Don't forget to get our frequent player awards cards, and you got to go quick because they've only got a couple more weeks. It'll be open.
Okay.
October Trio Party at the Straight Farmhouse on Thursday, October 15th at 6 p.m. We can't stress enough how important it is to sign up soon so you do not miss a spot and their party gets sold out. The class is $50. You need to send a $20 non-refundable deposit to hold your spot and cut your materials. To sign up, just text a picture of what you want to make to 734-625-4574. You can bring your own bottle of wine and glasses, beer, alcohol, etc., and food. You can make the snowman face, the fluffy snowman, or a flower.
Okay, I have another announcement here coming in from Pastor Jonathan Combs from Garden City First United Methodist Church. He wanted to say that the TAP program, Together Against Poverty, gave away weeks of food to 325 families last Saturday.
Yeah.
The next food giveaway will be in mid-November. We will communicate the exact date by next week. Thanks to Gleaners, Kiwanis, and other donors that made this community service event available. Please contact Pastor Combs for more information at 313-595-7810. Thank you. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I saw pictures on Facebook, and there was just dozens and dozens of eggs and milk and all kinds of food. It was just fabulous. Great job, Pastor.
Yeah. Okay, pumpkin painting Saturday, October 17th, from 10 a.m. to 11:30 at the Garden City Park, 200 Log Cabin Road. Pick and paint a pumpkin at the Garden City Park Pumpkin Patch. Enjoy cider and donuts while you paint. Call the Maplewood Community Center, 734-793-1850 to register. Registration is limited to 30 kids. This is sponsored by Ken's Country Produce.
Got another one that just came in, Mike.
Go ahead.
Kim Marquette from the Straight Farmhouse Museum says that we are the city of the week.
Oh,
on
yeah.
94.7 WCSX. They came to the museum for photos. I also saw them at the police station with Rudy and Bruce Shippey. Their
Yeah,
website and Facebook, there's photos. So thanks for that, Kim. I forgot about that.
I forgot about it too, and we announced it at the Kiwanis meeting today too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, speaking of the Straight Farmhouse, they're continuing to request donations for their parking lot fund.
Yeah.
As they need $39,500 by March 30th, 2021.
Kim, if you're still there, how you guys doing with that fund? I hope we're helping out.
I think they're getting closer.
Got to be getting close.
You can drop by a museum and see the quilt exhibit and make a donation or mail a donation to the farmhouse, 6221 Merriman, Garden City, 48135.
Mm-hmm.
We are also hosting mini arting classes. Get your RSVPs in right away as they are selling fast, which we appreciate because with every class we receive a donation.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking to have a gathering of 20 or 30 people or 15 like we had at the Kiwanis meeting today? If so, think about renting out the grand parlor.
Great venue.
We also have a great caterer, Choice Catering.
Yes.
If you like to bring your own food, you can do that. Maybe you need a place for a funeral luncheon or that rehearsal dinner. We also have Wi-Fi available so you can Zoom your bridal shower or baby shower for those who cannot attend that might be out of the state, allowing everyone in your family to be part of the celebration. That's really nice. We are looking for people who might want to teach a special art class. Call the aforementioned Kim Marquette at 734-812-1559 or send an email to us. Check our website at www.straightfarmhouse.org for more information about all our coming events and more.
Kim says they're at $33,000.
That's good.
That's very good.
Got 2,000 to go. Let's keep the effort going, guys.
Yep.
Skeleton Night at the Straight Farmhouse will be October 28th at 6 p.m. through October 30th at
That is
9
going to
p.m.
be spooktacular.
Yeah. 6221 Merriman Road in Garden City. Straight Farmhouse and the Garden City Theater proudly presents Skeleton Nights at the Straight Farmhouse. The skeletons are coming outside of the farmhouse to meet and greet you. This year you will walk a path filled with vignettes and surprising twist actors interacting with our skeleton friends. Also new this year, there will be food available for purchase from some select vendors. This is how it'll work. Everybody must have a ticket.
Yeah.
But you can get your tickets at the farmhouse during regular business hours, or you may visit sfh.ludus.com. Tickets are free, but donations are always appreciated.
Exactly.
When you visit the Ludus website, please select the day and time you wish to attend. There'll be a limited number of tickets available for each half-hour time slot. Arrive at your scheduled time and walk the path to see the vignettes. If you wish, stop afterwards at one of the food vendors for a snack or something to drink, pop, hot chocolate water, and cider only. Sorry, no alcohol. We don't want our skeletons getting tipsy.
And as a matter of fact, Kim Marquette says there's only 200 tickets left out of 800 tickets.
That's going
So
good.
that is awesome for the skeletons.
Hey, kids, feel free to wear a costume, adults too. Please note no candy will be passed out at this event. You may want to bring a flashlight. Are you competitive in our decorated pumpkin or carved pumpkin contest? The theme for our pumpkin competition is Halloween. Seems appropriate. Bring your painted, decorated, or carved pumpkin for the pumpkin competition to the farmhouse Wednesday, October 28th between noon and 6. Judges will be awarded prizes for first, second, In third place, there will also be an award for People's Choice.
Yeah, very cool.
The farmhouse reserves the right to refuse any pumpkin deemed inappropriate. The decision of the farmhouse will be final. Our skeletons want to remind you that social distancing and masks are required. Please bring a flashlight as you will be walking through the vacant lot across from the farmhouse. Remember to dress for the Michigan Halloween weather, shorts, snowsuits, rain gear, who knows? Our skeletons are so excited. They can't wait to see everyone.
Yeah, only 200 tickets left, so you're going to have to get your tickets quickly. They're going fast. Don Nicholson says, wear a scary mask.
Yeah.
And what do you got in the marketplace?
Got some items in the marketplace.
Couple
There's
things?
Yeah, more than a couple. Autumn Harvest Festival,
No wonder your battery ran out.
October 10th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Vendors, crafters, food, and raffles. This is going to be sponsored by Timothy Lutheran Church, 8820
Oh, yeah.
Wayne Road in Westland.
Okay.
Vendor space is available, $20 for 10 by 10 space, more for food carts. To receive a space, contact Sharon at 734-748-0859.
Mhm.
Pumpkins and more for sale, caramel apples, cider and donuts, crafts and kids activities, and so much more.
Mm.
The Maplewood Community Center Gym is having cardio kickboxing on Wednesday,
No boy.
7 p.m. From November 18th through January 13th. $6 drop-in, $32 residents for 8 weeks, $40 non-residents for 8 weeks. Call 734-793-1850 to register. There will be no class on December 16th. Maywood Community Center Gym is located at 31735 Maywood Street, Garden City. It's Polish Day at St. Thomas the Apostle, 31530 Beechwood in Garden City. Join us on October 4th for our Polish fundraiser. That's F-U-N raiser. We will have polka masses with music by the Misty Blues Orchestra. Don't miss out on the 9 a.m. or 11 a.m. mass. Great Polish meals served in the activities building after both masses by Helena's Catering. Carry-out meals also available for your convenience. Social distancing will be observed inside the activities building while eating and outside in the tent. Please wear your mask upon entering for everyone's safety. Combo dinners are $14 each with no substitutes. Combo dinner 1 is 2 city chicken, 1 stuffed cabbage, and 3 potato pierogi. Combo dinner 2 is kielbasa and kraut, city chicken,
Wow.
or potato pierogi.
Nice.
Combo 3 is stuffed cabbage, kielbasa and kraut, potato pierogi with a side of potato pierogi for 3 people for $6. Pop is available for purchase at $1. All combo dinners come with rolling butter, coffee, tea, water, and milk. Will be available free only for sit down during non-carry-out orders. Cash or check only, no credit or debit cards. I might have 1 or 2 more. Let me
All right.
thumb through this.
Okay.
That was most of the stuff, at least. Nope, that's it.
Oop.
Sorry. And be sure to get your marketplace.
Yes, there it is, right there. Here, I'll hold it up here. Here is the marketplace. It's got everybody at the Straight Farmhouse. We did a photo shoot there. Don Nicholson and Gayle Nicholson do a great job on that. So pick that up at various venues around Garden City. Tina Wing, Sharon's phone is 734-748-0569. Okay, Sharon. I don't know who, but if you want to explain that, I would gladly mention it. Okay, let me see. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
Yes, it is.
You know, for everything that's been canceled, you know, this year, we're still keeping active.
A lot of people are doing stuff.
Yeah, you got to. You go crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, would you like to be a guest on our show? We'd love to have you. Maybe you know someone who might be interested as well. If so, it's very easy. You can contact us through our website at gccommunitychat.com. Send us your name, email address, and a brief message, and we'll be back with you within 24 hours. Or you can message us on Facebook. During this time, you can do the show remotely and safely from the comfort of your home or office, just like tonight. Maybe you own a business or belong to an organization. You'd like to share your information with us and the surrounding communities. If so, contact us today, and we look forward to hearing from you.
That new flower shop that had their grand
Yeah,
opening this afternoon.
Yeah.
That is very nice. They've really done a great job of,
Now, are they located
Decorate-
like across the street from the DDA? In
They
that
are.
area? Okay.
and right next to the Slurpee store,
The Smoothies place.
smoothie place,
Okay.
right?
Okay. So 2 new ones got in there.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Welcome to the community. We appreciate it. Let's see. Strebbing for turn. Oh, okay. Thanks, Tina. It's the Strebbing for Timothy Church. Okay. Call Sharon at 734-748-0569. All right. Thank you for that, Tina. And with that said, Mike, I think we're ready to call this a podcast.
Podcast.
We're an hour and 12 minutes in.
Wow.
Special thanks to our guest, Wayne-Westland School Board candidate Gayle Nicholson. We wish you luck November 3rd. She did a great job, had some great information. Remember, a good voter is an informed voter, so we hope that we provided some good information for you tonight when you cast your ballots. Once
And
again,
please vote.
yes, whatever you do, get out and vote early.
Yeah.
Drop those ballots off if you have them right at your city hall. Once again, you can contact Gayle on Facebook at facebook.com/Gayle Nicholson, the number 4, Wayne-Westland School Board. Or you can email her at gayle@donnicholson.net. And she'll be more than happy to talk with you.
Answer your questions, get your lawn sign.
Exactly. Get your lawn sign. Yep, for sure. Put Don to work.
Yeah.
Also, thanks to my co-host, Opera Tom Iwinski. He does a fantastic job with the weather. And Mike, thank you, sir. Sorry your battery ran out, but hey, we heard your lovely voice anyway. Great job as always. And also thanks to all of you who tuned in tonight on Facebook and YouTube, and those of you that have downloaded the audio and are listening. We really appreciate your support each and every week. I think you know that by now. We love you guys. Be sure to view this video and past videos at your convenience, especially if you tuned in late tonight, by going to our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat or our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatshow. We hope you'll check them out and feel free to share with your friends. And be sure to click on the red subscribe button on our YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it. Now, this show will be up on Facebook right away, but YouTube takes a little longer, but it will be up later tonight. And stop by our website. Once again, check it out, gccommunitychat.com.
Favorable reviews are appreciated.
Yes, absolutely. We like that. You can also download the audio from tonight's show by going to iHeartRadio. Just search for GC Community Chat with Carrie Parton, or you can go to TalkShoe.com and search for GC Community Chat. And as always, we do want to end the show by thanking all of the healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. Right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
We can't thank you enough. Be safe, and we want you to know that you and your families are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And when you see something,
Say something.
exactly, look out for one another out there. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. They need that support now more than ever, so be sure to support them when you can. And please, if masks are required, mask up. Very simple thing, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's going to save us. I'm telling you, the
Yeah.
mask will save us. We need to get ahead of this. And if you see something, like Mike said, say something. For all your weather information, be sure to head on over to doppertomsweather.com. He's got a great user-friendly website over there. We will see you next week for the big show, October 8th, live right here on Facebook, when we celebrate our 500th episode in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Wow. So until then, thanks for listening. Stay safe, mask up, and good night.